Hey Rebecca, it's Greg Dawson. Thanks again for emailing in. Really looking forward to taking a look at your Facebook page today. First, quick impressions. Things look good. I like that you have a nice graphic to lead with for your Earth Day event. It's nice that you have a headshot as your profile pic, which kind of breaks down that barrier from using a logo and makes it more human, especially since you have a public figure page. And just looking at your content, um, it looks like you spent a lot of time putting a lot of thought into your content, which is awesome. When you have these videos, um, you have a lot of one-off posts, and I can even see from, I saw a comment earlier, oh yeah, from Teresa. Hi Rebecca, I watched a couple of your videos. You are a terrific speaker. Really enjoyed the three I viewed. Thanks for your help yesterday. I'm getting ready to use my new toothpaste. So you have a good community around you, and that's because you're providing great content. So nicely done. And I can even see up here, you have over 12,000 people liking your page, which obviously you've spent a lot of time building up your page, and it shows. And just from the nitty gritty details, you have a solid intro, you have your URL. I mean, obviously, this isn't something that you're just starting. You've already been in it and you've been doing it, and your hard work seems to be paying off. And just from a pure content standpoint, you have the videos, you have links to other articles that you found interesting, you have your own post, your own owned content, posting pics regularly, more text based content with a little picture. Obviously, this is a public figure page, so you have a lot of good content just about yourself. Nice. Put himself in jail. That's hilarious. I have a couple kids, so I understand this. All right, now let's take a look at what kind of call to actions do you have on your page. How are you using the apps? How are you using the photos? How are you using the articles? That sort of thing. So if I scroll back up here on your Earth Day event, um, learn how to keep 108 pounds of packaging waste out of landfills, clean organically, and save a ton of money. Click here for details. And here you go into a little bit more description. And we have the when, where, and that the event link will be posted soon. So that's great. All right, and now going to your apps, it looks like you have a cleaning guide and safe shopping. So let's click on the cleaning guide, see what that's all about. So you have a toxin-free cleaning guide, nice. You have an email capture form, get the guide and learn how to make your own toxin-free cleaning products, perfect. I'll put mine in here so I can check out what you are basically giving away for free. I'd be interested, curious to see how many people you have sign up through Facebook for your toxin-free cleaning guide. Perfect. All right. Now, what else do you have on your page? Okay, the Safe Shopping app. Safe general products free from harmful ingredients. So it looks like you might be an affiliate for My Sissel products. Okay. And then if we click on it, it goes out to the company page. And if we go down, yeah, looks like you have I'm assuming you can select the different products that you have here for sale. So again, I'd be interested to see how much traffic you have coming here, and what your revenue is from these. Okay, overall, again, first impressions, you're regularly posting. You have eye-catching graphics. I like that you have your headshot as your profile pic. It helps to make a personal connection. You have quite a few fans following you, a lot of really great content, And within that content, you have a great mix of videos, articles, personal posts. It's a really great mix. So as far as where you're driving traffic, you have the cleaning guide, you have the safe shopping app that brings it to your affiliate page to the products that you're personally backing that you would recommend to buy. All right, now let's jump into some of the opportunities where I think you can improve on. Uh, let's start out with frequency of content. So right now, you in the last 24 hours have posted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, almost 7. Now, you may have kind of done some, back and forth on posting a little, posting a lot, and this may be your sweet spot. But just from my own general experience, 6 times in one day can be a bit much. So I would recommend maybe kind of going back and forth on this, posting 3 times a day, seeing what your engagement is on each post versus the 6 times a day and checking out the engagement when you're posting more frequently. Now, with Facebook's algorithm, every time you post, your post basically has a chance to reach 10% of people that are on Facebook at that time. So the kind of overall thought would be, okay, well, let's post more frequently. Well, let's post 20 times a day because we're only going to reach those people potentially, we're only going to reach 10% of the fans on at that time. But what I've seen happen is you kind of cannibalize your efforts. If you post too frequently, you're going to have the people that are on Facebook a lot, and they're going to see all 6 posts, and they may push the unfollow, or they may not engage with all of them. And that kind of creates a problem because once they stop engaging, Facebook will stop showing those posts to their feed. So I would experiment with that a little bit and try to mix it up. Take a week, try posting 3 a day or 4 a day, and then go to your insights and see how many comments, likes, and shares that you're getting versus posting 6 times, and then at the end of the week seeing what your total reach is. All right, now let's go into each individual post. For me, text heaviness is kind of a no-no, especially if I have to push that more button. So let's refresh and I'll show you what I did. So right now, I mean, the videos are a little bit different because you're not sending them anywhere, but the problem is if I have to click a see more, I'm probably not going to do that. So one way around this is to basically have your intro and then a link to your site that would have all of this info. Or we have the intro, we have a link to your site with all the below info, and we include all of this info right here because most likely people won't click the more button, but they'll click a link to your site if they're interested to see what you have to say. And it looks like you have this learn more right here, so this probably has a YouTube embedded video and some of those links. Exactly what I thought. You have all of the good info right here, embedded, linked out, perfect. So I would just move that link up. If that's the ultimate action you want, I would link it right after this first part. All right, let's take a look at the next post. Oh my goodness, if you have a chronic illness or have a friend with a chronic illness, this is a must read. This is Life with MS for me. What an amazing explanation of life with disease. Yeah, you're obviously very passionate about this article and you wanted to share it. And since your page is specifically about this, it's perfectly fine. All right, let's take a look at your next post. This is great. You know, it shows your personality. It shows a picture of you specifically, and and it's a great picture. The only thing that I would do is take a look at how much space you have right here, the dead white space. Facebook is set up to show off horizontal pictures. So if you upload a portrait picture, it's going to shrink it to fit it in this space, and it's going to cut it off basically. So just turn your phone over to portrait mode, and then it'll be fine. And it looks better on the mobile feeds as well. See, just like this one, your picture was taken with your camera on its side, so it looks a lot better to not have all that white space. See, there's just a little white border on either side, whereas right here it's this whole chunk. And I believe there's many articles on the stats of portrait versus landscape photos and how landscape photos get more clicks. You can see, so this is one thing I'm going to point out, pictures with text in it don't do as well as pictures with no text in it. Facebook's algorithm specifically is built to minimize the amount of eyeballs that see photos with text in it than photos without text. They're gurus, they're higher ups, they've figured it out, and they know by experiment that pictures with text in it get less engagement than pictures with no text. So, you know, maybe what you could have done here is taken a picture of the actual box with the label and had a picture of the box sitting on the counter and circled the actual label to not really where you could see it, but that, and then include a link to your website and include a close-up of the actual warning on your website. All right, let's take a look at the next one. FB tip: if you comment on a friend's public post, anyone can see your comment. Generally, it's not a big deal, but if you're worried about privacy, okay, yeah, so this is another PSA type thing, but specifically to Facebook's actual policy. Again, these are the types of things that if you don't post a picture, people are less likely to engage with it, and then it kind of begs the question of why would you want to post this? If your page is all about looking better, feeling better, and saving money, then what's the use of posting Facebook policy? Doesn't really go with your theme. All right, next post. I cut my bangs super short. Oh, nice, Willow Smith. I whipped my hair back. Yep, good stuff. You can see, your sense of humor, along with your kind of personal photos, equate into more engagement. That's great. All right, I'm kind of continuing to scroll through your content. Again, these posts with no pictures, you just have to add a picture. A relevant picture. Always post with a picture. This is great. A little guy helping out. I love it. And again, if you could have had a horizontal picture, and that would have received more engagement, even though this one did get quite a few. All right, another opportunity I see with the articles you're posting and or photos, these are things that you're really passionate about. Why not create your own article and link out to your website, drive traffic to your own website, and then from your website link out to James's photo/article. And that way you're always taking care of yourself by driving traffic back to your website, but then you're also giving credit to, the people you found your content from. Especially look at all those engagement that you received, comments, you were kind of going back and forth with everybody. You got a lot of reactions out of people. This would have been a great traffic driver to your own website.